Hello, hello, hello there. It's Joyce at Bayou Tarot, and this is your Q&A live stream. Let me just make sure everything's good to go. All right, I think we got it. I think we got it with my little flyaway hair. So if you have participated in tonight's Q&A, I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Last week, I found a question that I missed. So oddly enough, because I do always check my PayPal right before I start the live. So this apparently came in as I was starting the live. Okay, so I'm going to do that question first. I'm going to answer that person's question first. Hi, Lioness Kitty Cat. Lioness, you're second. Okay, so I have Consuelo, Lioness Kitty Cat, Richard, Bianca, Lily, Shantaria. I don't want to say it wrong. Shatteria, I think is how. And Soullattetaro. So thank you all so very much for participating in tonight's Q&A. I really do appreciate it. We're going to jump into this because I am doing an all signs immediately following this live stream. So yeah, it's going to be the late night love as per usual. Lately, it's per usual. Life is lifing. I cannot help it. So hi Janet with Soul Latte. Thank you so much. Hi Richard. Shantara. I want to say Shantara. Why is that? It's Shatteria, right? Excuse me for saying it wrong. I'm trying to say your name correctly. I don't mean to mispronounce. Hi, Kathy. Bianca, what you doing, girl? Yes, Shatteria. I'm trying. I want to say it correct. Hi, Eve. Thank you all for coming on in, and please give me one of your thumbs. You've got two. I just need one. I appreciate it so very much. And just in case you haven't subscribed, please do so, just in case. All right, let's get to you guys' questions because, like I said, I am going to do an all signs after this stream, and I know you all want to know the love tea or whatever tea comes out for you. So first person is Consuelo. And like I said, Lioness is second, then Richard is third, then Bianca, then Lily. Shantara is after. I always want to say it. Why am I saying my mouth is Shatera? Okay, thank you. Shatera. Why I always want to put it in. Shantara. You know what this is? I think I know why. I used to work with somebody named Chantel, and then I worked with another girl. Shantae. Her name was Shantae. And I guess I'm used to saying the Sean. You know, I think that's my mouth wants to say Sean. You know. Anyhow, you want your bed tea? All right, girl. And absolutely, Bianca, and I plan to say that on my all signs as well. You're absolutely right. Today is Veterans Day here in the States. And so thank you to everyone who has served the country. It is absolutely appreciated because God knows it takes a special kind of somebody to serve in the military. All right. Let's do it to it. Love and light, how are you? Consuelo, who's coming toward you or what's coming toward you in love is your question. 444. Consuelo, 444. What's coming toward you in love, Consuelo? Let's do it. right, Consuelo, who's coming toward you? What you can expect in your love life? Who's coming toward you in love, Consuelo? Thank you, love and light. I sure am. I sure am. All right, Consuelo, it looks like a shit show and a half. I'm going to not beat around the bush here. What you have coming toward you is somebody, I believe, put you in a bad situation. It looks like a third-party issue with a liar, cheater, thief. And here they come. Here they come, the smoking gun. Here they come with all their little charm, wanting to smooth things over. You see, they want to smooth it. Smooth it over my left foot. They're still full of shit. Whoever this is, I don't know if this is somebody on your mind you want back or you're thinking of or you're hoping they come back. Whoever this person is going to bring you nothing but drama, mess, the whole nine. They still full of shit, okay? Consuelo, they're still full of baloney. They're not going to give to you what you want from them. There's still conflict here. And I don't want to say it'll always be a conflict, but it feels like a continuing conflict. That's what it feels like. Yeah, this is like somebody who wants to come across as being someone who's got their ish together, but they don't. They want you to trust them, but you can't. And that's who's coming towards you for a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you. They're going to tell you, let's work on this. Let's work on this. But I have here the sun in the reverse. You're not going to be happy with the result if you invest your time, effort, and energy back into this relationship. It's going to be the same thing, different day. False promises. Yeah, this person's going to make you false promises here. Let me cover up my little naked people. This person is going to make you believe they're here to save the day. I'm here to sweep you off your feet, whatever it is, to charm you, to get you back. Oh, we're going to live together and do the whatever, be a real couple. And it's false promises. Okay? It's false promises. I'm going to grab this real quick. It could be somebody who lives at a distance. They could be going through some type of legal issues here. Or, God forbid, they want to get married to settle some legal issues here. But this person is not, they're looking for marriage, okay? Why is that the case? They want some kind of income, some kind of home, some kind of money. I have family room. I also have the coffin and unexpected income. What the hell is this? That's my question. This looks like inheritance vibes to me. Girl. Look, this is what I don't like. We have court, marriage, and coffin on the same tier, okay? This ain't what, Don't let that fucker get insurance on you. Let me just say it. What else, Consuelo? It's something to do with a house. This person wants a place to live. And I told you, okay, you cannot trust them. This is somebody desperate, and they're going to lie to you and try to cheat you somehow. False person. Let me just tell you, they want to gain something off of you, and they do not have good intentions. So if you want to be used and abused by somebody, they showing up. You can always tell them no, which ideally you will tell them no. All right. Three of Swords. Nothing but the burdens, nothing but deception. If you get with this person, it'll be, the devil will definitely be in the damn details. This person's up to some kind of shenanigans here. I could tell you that. All right. It could be any sign. It truly can, but I'll tell you what showed up: Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Aries again, Pisces, Cancer, or, well, Scorpio with the Tower for sure. Yeah. You got a lot of water energy here. Got a lot of air energy. Girl, don't be taken advantage of. Do not be taken advantage of. You do what you want, but that's what I see, and it don't look promising with that person. Don't be scammed. Don't be played. I'm trying to maneuver these cards to not fall. Okay. Lioness, Kitty Cat, and thank you, Consuelo. Lioness, Kitty Cat, you are next. 1220. All right. What's coming toward Lioness? What she doesn't see coming her way? Oh, now what in the hell is this? Girl, I got cards wanting to mate with each other here. Hold up. The hell? You belong here. This is weird. Okay. All right, here we go. Lioness, Kitty Cat, what you don't see coming towards you at this time. What is it that you do not see coming toward you at this time? What's going to surprise you? What is coming your way, Lioness, Kitty Cat, that you don't expect? What them loud cards tonight? You're getting a wish fulfilled, but it's going to have caveats to it. It's going to have challenges attached to it here. So, it's like this person, because it's a person, has things you don't know about them that you're going to find out with the Tower and the Seven of Cups. Everything this person had going on is something you're going to find out. You're going to find out things you were unaware of in the Moon. And we have the Page of Wands. So this has something to do with someone's, I feel, shady past, player past, shady past. There is a coming together here, a healing, a new beginning. And this is something you've asked for. This is something you have asked for that's coming your way. It's on its way to you. You want clarity. You want to get out of confusion, and you want the clarity, and that's what's coming your way, quite literally. With the Six of Swords toward the Star, and it's regarding the Page of Wands. Okay. This is about a couple, a love relationship, romantic in nature, as we see. Kissy, kissy, kissy. And there were secrets and things unknown, things that were hidden that are going to be revealed because the tower is going to blow this shit up. That's basically how this is going to go. Is it going to be easy? No, it's a challenge, but it's not horrible, because I feel like basically you understand the assignment. You understand most of the difficulties truly have already been experienced. I'm not saying it's going to continue very long, because it's not. This is the end of that cycle. And what happens is you're going to have a decision to make. Do I stick around or do I move on? Oh, his status has changed. I bet it has. And that could be a part of the tower. That could be a part of the tower. That could be a part of the Ten of Wands. And my nose is itching. Man, I hate this time of year. And y'all better stop blowing kisses or some shit. Like, it got my nose itching. All right. Okay. They're making plans to see you, to speak to you. They're making plans. And it's a plan of action. Now, there's going to be, it's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. So this could be online. I mean, you know, it could be online, but this person wants to speak to you face to face. All right. They have wisened up. Whoever this person is now in hermit energy. Single, like you said, this person's status has changed. The hermit is, it does represent single, being single, thoughtful, and gaining wisdom. The hermit is also very intuitive and insightful. But they learn, you see, the hermit has been through all kind of crap. That's why this is the hermit. This is like the old wise wizard. They've been through it. They've learned a lot of lessons. They've gained knowledge through life experiences. That's what this person has done. So this could go in different directions, okay? This could mean several things. Online chatter, because there is a lot of chatterbugging about this. This could also mean getting advice about this situation because you have a decision to make. Also, what this person wants to tell you about, talk to you about, that other people may know about. Like, you have to be forewarned. This is who I am. This is who I used to be. This is what I've done. This is all of it. You know, I'm saying this as an example. Fucking hell. You got 2 towers. I knew it. I knew that shit was coming. Look at this. You got 2 towers. So it's a lot of revelations. Okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of revelations here, but it's also surprising. So this could also mean an unexpected event. You want to know what's coming that you don't see coming, that you don't expect. Well, you can sure enough know you're going to be surprised by what you find out, by the communication. What is revealed to you has something to do with the 3 of Swords, deception, disappointment. Why someone did what, and oh Lord, it's going to take the patience of Jesus, Joseph, and Mary, honey. And that's what it's going to take. Girl. Again, it's up to you, the choice you make, whether you want to stay or you want to go. And I feel like you're going to be thinking. You're going to be on that fence. Okay? That's how I picked that up. You're going to be on the fence because this is not going to be ready, set, go. I don't care what you've ever done. I'm good with it. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to be, you're going to be on the fence with some of this information. You know what I mean? Which should rightly be so. You got to process whatever it is you find out. I mean, and it's not just you, right? You know, you have a child. So, of course, you have a lot to process. And you know, dummy, you know exactly, you know, that's the good thing about this is you're a very intelligent woman. I'm trying to find out anything else. This is showing me it's a slow process. Slow but steady wins the race, right? So, well, of course not. Oh, I know that. I know that. Knight of Pentacles. This person's thinking about the future. Again, trying to make a game plan, a plan of action. I feel this person is going to take some type of action to communicate with you in a very loving way. Well, more loving than they've been. Put it to you that way. In their mind, quite loving. Slow, but coming forward. It looks to me like this person really is trying to get away from their past. They really want that support system. They really want a new start. So, well, I call it loving, you know, affectionate. Charm could be with affection. I believe in his mind, though, he would look at it as loving. You know, oh, well, damn, Sam. We got the 10 of Pentacles. It is possible that this person's going to come in and make you some type of an offer for a relationship, something steady, long-term, stable. That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. But they're saying to give it time. It's moving slow. It's moving slow, so you got to give it time. I want to see why the 7 of Wands showed up. All right, well, this person, I feel, because the 7 of Wands could be either or. It could be defensive or offensive. You understand what I'm saying? Standing their ground to be rightfully defending thyself or pushing people away, being offensive. You know what I mean? This to me is somebody who wants to put in the time, effort, and energy, and they want to protect what they invest in. So again, it's a slow moving. It is slow moving, but it is coming forward. I think it's a lot of surprises, a lot of unexpected revelations, a lot of information you didn't know that you should know and need to know, and a decision for you to make. It looks like there's going to be a solid offer on the table there if you want it. But like I said, it is a slow mover. It is in the physical. So that's got me curious because it is coming in and a lot of pentacle energy, which is earth, which is in the physical. So keep that in mind. I can't really say if there's going to be marriage. I mean, it looks like some type of committed offer, some type of partnership this person does want with you. But it is in the planning stages in their mind, but it looks to me like it's going to come into a physical fruition. That's what it looks like. And he's an earth sign too. Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of, you know, a lot of pentacle energy here. No majors that except, well, no. No. A lot of fire and water. Well, majors, yeah, I have the Knight of Pentacles. That's your major Taurus energy. I have Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. I have Scorpio more than once. I have Virgo, Cancer. Pisces always shows up in a read. And Aquarius. So that's what I've got. Stubborn ass Taurus, yeah. Well, thank you, Lioness. I mean, I don't know if it's giving you clarity on anything, but let's see what happens. Thank you. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Richard, where are you? Richard, you're next. 2626. Richard, 2626. What is this? All right. Richard, you want to know what you can expect in love for the rest of November. Let's find out. Oop, 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 oop. All right, Richard, what you can expect in love for the rest of November. I think it's curious too with his status changing. I'm liking it, especially since he showed up on one of your live streams. Now his status is, you see how this is slowly but surely evolving. You see that? You see that? And just, it's funny because you just act like you don't notice. Like, that'll make them crazy. And it'll make them bananas. Richard, how you doing with your girl? Hi, Laura. Yep, it's progression. Hey, baby, movement is movement. You know, movement is movement. And we like a movement. You always good? Richard, I don't believe that. That's it. Well, it's extra special circumstances too can dictate how fast something moves. You know what I'm saying? That's also factors you got to consider. Richard, now I know why I have not used this deck. It's a great deck, but I think I've used her up. I've used her up a lot. But she's awesome. All right, Richard, what you can expect in love for the rest of November. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to pick her up. I think I'm wearing this one down. Let's see. Why we got all this drippy energy? Why we got all this Pisces energy? The moon and the high priestess. What's up with this? Why I'm not seeing communication here? That's not right. And I'm going to tell you why it's not right, because I feel like this is not right. So I have the moon in Pisces. I have the Six of Cups. I have, let me hide the little naked people. I have the Lovers and the Six of Cups together. Okay. I have the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, which she is very silent. Doesn't look like she's opening up any time. A decision has to be made. There's clarity here, gain clarity over time, but nobody's speaking. Closed up energy. Are you thinking of moving on from your current situation? Is that what's happening? Hold on, let me grab this deck. I'm going to ask another deck. Hi, Miss L. There's always something else going on, huh? Well, let me see what you can expect for the rest of November in love. I swear, give me her phone number. I'll call her live and say, what in the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm still seeing. All right, so there's disappointment with the Lovers. These people got clothes on. I still see you as single with hope. Like you're holding out hope to come together for this to grow. From the Page to the King of Pentacles. God damn. Sorry. From the Page to the King of Pentacles. It's like hoping for that, hoping things elevate, hoping things grow. What is going on? I'm asking a different question, okay? I'm asking a different question. Hold on, Richard. All right, so I asked about the person on your mind, all right, to get a clearer picture of what the hell's going on with this. I don't know the excuses being made, but they're half-truths. Half-truths, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because to me, you're looking for the person on your mind. What's going to happen if that is the case? The person on your mind isn't sure if they want to invest in a relationship. The person on your mind is very focused on work matters. That is true. That part's true. But being very guarded, having their walls up against you, like, don't invade my space. Kind of an energy I'm picking up here. And it's because of the uncertainty. It's because of the uncertainty. You know what I mean? And it's for no other reason. I feel like as far as work goes, she's trying to achieve a goal. I get that. But you don't need to push away your everything and everybody else. Put it to you like that. So let's see. Again, we have that closed off energy with the Four of Pentacles. You waiting. But I do see something. Okay. I feel like she wants to friend zone you. I see you as friends wishing for more. You wishing for more. I feel like you're the one waiting on her, but wishing for more, and she's got herself closed up. Yeah. She's definitely got her guard up here. I feel like she leaves you confused a lot, and it's going to keep, I don't see that changing. I feel like she wants to friend zone you because she doesn't know if she wants a relationship. So I don't see your relationship status moving. I don't see any romance happening. I see you in that same waiting energy through November. Now, could anything change? Of course it can. Of course it can. But as of right now, this is what things look like. So this is, yeah, there's a lot of silence here. A lot of closed off energy and her wanting to just be friend zoning you. There will be communication, but I feel like she just is going to keep it at arm's length, like friends only type of thing. You know what's going to get pissy is when she starts really thinking about the future, romance, love, a partner in life. That's when she's going to show up again. Like, that's when she's going to be interested in it. It's like an off and on energy with her. She don't know what she wants right now, Richard. She don't. And if you ask me, it's a selfish energy. But, you know, I don't know this person. I can't tell you what to do. I just see things basically remaining in limbo for you because you want this. I see you want this. I see her friend zoning you. There will be communication, half truths from her because she doesn't know what she wants. And I can tell you this, you're going to still be in the waiting game through November when it comes to this person. That's what I'm getting. And I don't see, they didn't show me anything about a new person. It's just a strong waiting energy. This other person closed off. So, you know, Richard, if I'd be you, I would be like, listen, girl. Got enough. You're not the last fish in the sea. Thank God. That's what I'd be telling her. Girl, I'm going fishing. You know? I mean, and I know y'all must think I'm a bitch when I say stuff like that. But the thing is, I know what you feel like. And the thing is, too, these are not children. They know exactly what they're doing. They say they don't know what they want. They're full of shit. Or they act, you know, off and on. No, it's either on or off. It's not both. And that's where you got to put down that healthy boundary. You can go back and forth for just so long before you get fucking fed up and aggravated and tired of it. And then 10 years passes, and then what you got? That's why I say healthy boundaries. Y'all going to do what y'all want, and I respect that. And I understand it. But consider healthy boundaries, and that's that. Because I can tell you, most of the people that do this stuff, they sure as hell don't want to lose you. And they think you're going to wait forever for them. Let them bitches hold their breath. They'll suffocate. You hear? Let them bitches hold their breath. Anyway, I'm getting riled up. Anybody talk? Hello, y'all out there? Can y'all hear me? Is everybody mad? Okay. Richard, I say this for your greater good. I say it straight out the gate. Don't put up with her moods. If that's her swings, her mood swings, or whatever the shit she got going on, everybody got hormones. Well, we do. You know what I'm saying? Piss on all that shit. You gotta, you gotta stand up for yourself. I'm not saying you don't. I'm not there living your life. But damn, I'd be telling little Miss Thing later. At a certain point, Richard, think about it. If she's gonna be all this kind of fucking wishy-washy with shit, what's it like living with that? Huh? I'd hate to know. That bitch would drive me crazy. Like, I mean, think about it. Keeping it real makes sense, Jan. Yeah. Well, it seems like it's just back to where it was. Yeah, she reached out a few months. Exactly. She does this back and forth dance, and she pisses me off. Every time y'all tell me about y'all person and how they do, and when they start that little kiki and lick lick and all the things, and then they pull back their energy out, I just want to beat the shit out of them. I really do. In a non-violent way. YouTube. It's true. That is the most irritating, nonsensical to me in my mind behavior an adult can display. How you got, I mean, I don't, we must all be drinking some different kind of water, honey, because I don't understand it. It's a love tap. Okay, I can call it that. Thirst traps. Yeah, that's a good one. Shatera, that's a good one. I said it right. That's a good one. Thirst traps. Piss on that. I think of pee traps. Piss on that. Look at Miss L going, All right, y'all. Oh, Richard. It's just a molehill. It's just a molehill, a little bump in the road. A little bump on the road. Just, you go around being all sexified, being all looking good, smelling good, doing your thing, strutting around, make her drool. I mean, piss on that. I mean, don't literally, I mean, you could, but that's kind of, not very sanitary. Anyway, so Bianca, you're next. Richard, I wish I had better news for you. You usually get the greatest readings in love. This, and I'm going to tell you, okay, I got to say this. She's so wishy-washy, bruh. She's wishy-washy. I just like to have an idea of what to expect, see if my vibes are. Well, let me know if we vibing on the same vibe. If I'm off, let me know. All right, Bianca. Thank you, Richard. You would agree? Yeah, you don't want bipolar, bro. You don't want bipolar. You don't. I'm not saying she is, but I kind of think about it. Bianca, 4450. And no, I didn't drink the Delulu lemonade. No, I didn't. Sometimes I wish I would, but no, I didn't. Okay. Thank you, Richard. All right, Bianca, love life with your friend, Julian. Okay. So I read what you wrote. There's a little casual texting going on, tete-a-tete. I like it. I like it. I told you he was hanging his lip that he'd get over it. I can't get over how he's not working at that place anymore. He must be going through a little midlife crisis, I'm thinking. We all do at some point. Look at Love and Light with the smudging. Thank you, Love and Light. Girl, smudge away. All right, Bianca, let's see what's happening. You and Julian, what's going on? He's going through his little midlife crisis, huh? Well, he needs to get the hell over it. Just saying. All right. Bianca, let's see what's going on. What you can expect with Julian. Oh, Richard, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Oh, thank you. Richard, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I really do. Very kind. What we got here? He wants to get out of the mess his ass is in, I can tell you that. Who wouldn't? All right. But darling, are we going to have a little talky poo? What's this? What is this? So it looks like he wants to calm the waters between you guys. He does not want to lose you. That's for damn sure. He doesn't. He wants to calm the waters between you guys and have more communication. He is spying on you that you are unaware of. He does keep his tabs on you. Yeah, Bianca. Yes, he does. He sure in the living hell does. Because he likes to get information. All right. He likes to watch you and get information. You could watch him and get information. But he's watching you. He don't want you to know. I have the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So let me try to cover up the little naked people. So we got some love going on here. What kind we talking about? I have the Hierophant showing up as well. I believe he feels that connection between you both, a spiritual direct line of connection between you. That I do believe. There's going to be some type of information. There's going to be some kind of a new start here with you and him. He's a Sag. He's going to want to get on the same page again with you. Look, I have Death and Rebirth with Scorpio here. The Death card. Queen of Swords is showing up. And Temperance. So he's going to want you to be patient about something. This is the Death card is on top of the Lovers. Let me hide the little naked folks. And I already have the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is in this card as well. So there is this person wanting to come back towards something, but to have more of a commitment, to do things more committal. is something like that, to be better, to do things in a better way, a more committed way, in a different way. They're showing up in a different way. That's the whole point of coming back from the dead. I want to do this again, but I want to do it in a better way, a more committed way, something that's going to please you, make the relationship better, that kind of thing. The Queen of Swords is on top of the Ace of Cups. So there's going to be some type of conversation about love, relationship, something like that. And the Ace of Swords is your sword of truth and justice, sitting on top of Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy. You're going to hear from him. You're going to have some kind of truth reveal. This man wants some kind of new start with you. A getting together to enjoy each other's company, maybe. Let's see. Another ace. Ace of Pentacles. It could be he wants you to be patient, to wait for something more from him because of his current situation. It looks like he may offer you an apology with this Page of Cups. Girl, it is possible he breaks up with the other person. Okay, the Three of Cups showed up on the Death card. That is highly possible. That is highly possible here. And needing to start over. There's going to be a painful ending in his relationship status. I don't see that with you. Oh, shit. You know what I see? I see y'all talking, kikiing, talking. You getting more info from him. He's kind of going to inform you of what's going on. I feel from what I'm picking up, there's going to be some type of a breakup and end with that relationship. He's going to be worried about his home situation. And then once that breakup happens, he's coming in with that wand to give you passion. I feel that's, yeah. That's what I feel is going to happen. We have messages coming in. 8 of Wands. Oh, fuck nuts. Okay. And you may not realize it, or you may not see it coming, but it will be relayed to you with the moon here on top of the 10 of Swords. Girl, passionate messages with the Devil card. Let me hide the naked people. All right. And guess what? The Devil's sitting right on top of that Knight of Wands. That's a lot of sex. It's a lot of sexual energy. A lot of sexual energy. You're getting a wish fulfilled. You're getting what you asked for. The action being taken is what you've wanted. Okay? It's a manifestation. It's a wish fulfilled right here. This is what you've wanted. And there's a new start. Yeah, whatever this is, looks like some smecks to me. It's going to make you very happy. You're going to be a very happy girly girl. Yep. You're going to be very happy. There's going to be an end of a relationship and the beginning of a new. And it looks to me like he wants to start something new with you. Everything that's leading up to this, I feel like it's going to bring y'all together. That's how it looks and feels to me. This is what you've wanted. So this is what this looks like to me. The star to me is saying you're going to get it. But Temperance is saying just be patient. Again, wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. So that's what, yep. And he's going to step up if he's going to step into the King of Pentacles role. Justice. So doing right by you or making things right with you. Could be going through legal stuff, which would be something to expect along that route. But it looks good to me. It's just the waiting part is the processing part. The processing part is where you have to trust and believe in the knowing it's going to happen. You know, and that's part of changing the mindset. Not that you need to, but everything's a process. Not everything is instant. And it's not to say fast or slow. It's to say some things in life need to be moved around. And they're not always easy to move in an instant. You know. Thank you, Bianca. All right. Lily, you are next. Lily. Get me a sip of my drink. Divine timing. Yep, that's what that is. It is divine timing. But it doesn't mean we can't push it along with manifestation, intentional manifestation, get those vibes moving faster. You know, you can speed it up. So stay true to your mindset, stay true to knowing and having that confidence that you know this is coming in. You know. All right, Lily, darling, 5645. All right, Lily, you want to know the potential outcome between you and your person on your mind. So we're going to take us a look. All right, Lily. Let's see what the potential outcome will be between you and your person. I'm focusing on her name and her person's name. She didn't want it spoken out loud. So I'm trying to focus on that. Okay, y'all just give me a minute. All right, I'm going to tell you something right now before I even tell you what these cards are going to tell me, what they're saying. I read everything you wrote. All right, Lily, I read everything you wrote. And I'm going to have to tell you just by reading that, that person does not wish you well. That person does not intend you well. That person is beyond a liar, cheater. To actually tell you what, to actually tell you that is beyond me. And what it says to me is this person feels that they can do anything they want and you will accept it. Because only somebody who feels and believes that does shit like that. Okay, I'm just letting you know straight out the gate, that's the damn truth. And you're not going to be happy with that outcome. You're not going to be happy. You think this person is going to all of a sudden turn into a faithful partner, a faithful family, love, whatever the hell, settle down? No. They are outright saying, oh, I'm with so-and-so, but I intend to be with you by such and such. So By that time, I'll break up with them and go to you. You good with that? Literally telling you this shit. I'm not trying to embarrass you at all. I'm trying to help you see what this is. I'm trying to save you from hell, because this is that's what is that? What is that? You're more valuable than that. You're worth more than that. Shit. I mean, blows my mind. So this person, this is a potential outcome. All right? Okay. So this person here, Rico Suave, is going to communicate with you wanting attention. This person does love attention. This person must be damn fine as hell, damn good looking, dripping sexiness. And he would sure in the living hell have to be. Okay. Because it looks like this person wants to have a good time for a short time, but they're going to tell you what they want to say. They're going to give you the demands or the commands and tell you what they're going to do. That's good with you, right? Like, I'm doing this regardless of what you do, is basically what he's saying. And him telling you he's going to break up with that person and come to you is bullshit. It's a manipulation tactic. It's a manipulation. It's not true. It's not true. This person intends to juggle you and that person who he's with, whoever else. And guess who else is here? End result, the devil. Girl, don't play with the devil. You're going to get your ass burned. That person ain't worth a damn. And you may not like me saying this. And you can damn sure tell him I said it too. He's a lying piece of shit is what he is. And his dick ain't that fucking special. And you can tell him I said that too. He gives himself way too much credit. And I don't even know him. I don't need to. He ain't shit. I'll tell you that. It burns my ass. Do not allow anybody to bring you down that low. Ever. You know what you tell him? You say, you know what? No, stay with who you with, because you will anyway, right? So stay with over there who you with. I need a real man. So you don't fit that, okay? You don't fit that aesthetic in my life. Tell him that. I know this is probably going to make you mad if you love him. If you're in love with him, I'm going to tell you what you're in love with. Right there. I'll just show it to you what it looks like. This probably looks better than him anyway. That's the energy. You deserve better than that. You think this makes you a happy person? Nope. Nope. This person's going to keep you in a third-party situation for as long as you let them. Lying to your face the whole time. No, he's not breaking up with that whoever the hell. He's going to juggle both of you. He's getting what he can get from that person. Then when he's finished, or when he needs more of whatever the hell, attention or whatever it is, he's coming to you for the rest. Not to stay, but to use. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the straight up truth, me. I'm not going to fluff nobody's ass. This is the straight out the gate truth. And he can go back crawl into the hole he crawled out of. I'm not even joking. You worth more than that. You better than this. And don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Get you another man. Get you a real fucking man. How about that? You can. You don't need to put up with it. This is a waste of your time. Now, look, I know a lot of people don't like my mouth, but at least I'm telling you the way it is, and I'm telling you the truth about it. You do whatever you want with them. But that's the potential outcome. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. And I hate that for you. I really do. I hate that. Kia, hi. I only take questions prior to the live stream, not during, but I do appreciate you. If you're interested in participating in my next Q&A, please join my email list so you'll get the update. You'll get that email for when I have the live Q&As. And also you can keep an eye on my YouTube posts, because I do post when, and I do these every week. So I do post when I have the Q&A live streams. Okay. But thank you, Kia. Yeah. All right, Lily. I mean, I wish I had better news, but I knew reading that email, well, what you wrote and the questions, I knew what he was up to. All right. Thank you, Lily. 106. Nope. 10702 is 107. Oh shit, Joyce. 10702 is Shatera. All right. You're in no contact with your person, and you want to know if there will be communication between you and your person. You want to know about that. So let's see what's going on. All right, Shatera, let me focus on you and your person. So you're in a state of confusion with this person is what I feel. Currently, yeah, you need enlightenment. You need clarity on what's going on here. Don't stress yourself out over this. And I know easier said than done, but you really have to focus on not stressing out about this. I don't see communication right now, but I can tell you that when there is, it won't necessarily, it'll still be questionable. I feel like it'll still be something you question. It'll be a questionable, it won't be like this. you know, confession. That's the word I'm looking for. It won't be some type of confession, you know, answering all your questions that you have in your mind about whatever went on. It's not. It's not going to be satisfying. It's going to leave you with more questions than answers. I see the silence, but I feel like this person eventually will, like in the near future, they'll come back around. There's going to be some type of communication between you and this person, but they're not going to stick around. This person's in player energy, Knight of Wands. And they may talk a good game, but they're in the liar, cheater, thief. Knight of Wands, they're going to leave you confused. Okay. This person has broken your heart more than once, it looks like to me. All right. I don't see truth coming out. And I see you with more questions than answers, having communication with them. No, not these. I want to get some clarity with these cards here, these Lenormands. Or Kippers, I should say. Well, these are the Lenormand, those are the Kippers, and I kept calling them Lenormand. Let me get it straight. It's like there's a blockage here. This person, I feel, has no intention of commitment. That's the Mountain. It's like that's a big obstacle. That's a big problem for this person, okay? The information that you don't know, or you may suspect, is that this person is going to try to outfox you. This person likes to outwit, outfox people, try to get away with something. So they're saying you got to look deeper. There's always more to the story. You see what I'm saying? I don't see anything blooming, blossoming, thriving at all from this read. I see this as being you being disappointed with the communication. This person still in player energy. They're not going to tell you everything you want to know, but I do see some type of message communication, and this confirms it with the letter. And you know, you're waiting on the message, or you're waiting with love in your heart for this person. You're waiting for something to start new, to get what you feel you deserve out of this, to get their love, their attention, their cooperation in having a relationship. There is a possibility that they'll come around to be sexual with you. There is a possibility of it, but it's a risk. It would be risky to have sex with this person, is what they're saying. They're not telling me, yeah, a snake. Communication, information with the birds, and then the snake, okay? The snake is on top of the dice. So I'm going to let you know, this is somebody who in communication is not going to be honest with you. They're going to be slick, sly, trying to get away with something here, and it's risky to be intimate with this person. It's a risk to be involved with this person. Yeah. They're all over the place. It's like a very immature energy. They're all over the place. They don't have their ish together. So that's what they're showing me. This is going to be a burden, or this has been a burden, but that time, that cycle is ending. With that 10 of Wands, that cycle is ending. You have a new cycle starting, but it may lead you in another direction. Looks like it is going to lead you in another direction. There's silence here. A painful end in silence. I feel like your time with this person has run its course, is what I feel. I really do. I'm not saying you'll never speak to them again, because I see communication in the near future. I don't know when, but it is showing up. And it's player, like nothing. It's like blase. It's not information. You know, it's like, yeah, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. You know, if he wants to see you, he or she, if he wants to see you, it won't be for forever and ever. Amen. It's going to be very, you know, brief and very casual. Even if it's sexual, it's just going to be that it's a moment. You know, it's not going to be a relationship. I don't see that. So that's what I'm getting. I don't know if that's what you want to know, but that's what I'm picking up here. I feel like that, and from what I can see too, is your time with that person has ended. It's time for you. A new cycle is starting in your life, and it's going to take you in a new direction. So that's happening regardless, but this is everything I see regarding to the person you're asking about. And you. Okay. I don't want to be confusing. All right. Last but not least, Ms. Janet with SOULLATTETAROT. Let's see what's going on. 11751. All right. You want to know if I see reconciliation soon between you and Ryan. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. A surprise communication. I have the Ace of Swords, the Tower, and the Two of Pentacles. A surprise communication leaving you unsure of what to do. Or are they unsure? I don't know. Let's see. All right. So it's like a question of, will this come together? Will I get what I want? So we are looking at a new start. We have open communication coming in, unexpected. A choice here has to be made. You got 2 2s. You got the 7 of Pentacles and the Star of Aquarius. So this looks like, okay, Where do I go from here? Will this come together? Looks like somebody's getting advice here on what path to take. Should I invest in this or not? Taking an assessment of the situation after the conversation. So trying to figure out what's the best course of action after speaking with this person. Because the conversation reveals or seems to have some type of difficulties or conflicts attached to it. Okay. Things that need to be overcome. So they're showing me that the communication is coming in soon with the 3 of Wands. That's my card for it's coming in very soon. And the 3 of Pentacles is on top. Wanting to partner up, wanting to start a partnership. So the period of silence, I feel, is going to come to an end when this person breaks no contact, or you do. I'm not sure which one is going to break the no contact. But there is going to be, I feel, on your side, should I accept this or not? There's a lot to overcome here. There's a lot of mountains here. All right. We have the Strength card in Leo, and we have the Page of Swords energy, and there's mountains. There's things that need to be overcome. So it's something to think about. And yeah, the offer of romance and hanging out, being a little kissy poo is going to be coming in. You sent him a message asking to talk. Okay. So it looks like somebody here is going to want to repair things, have a new start. Ace of Cups and 6 of Cups, along with the 8 of Pentacles. Show me Ryan's energy. There's a possibility that he's going to want to reconcile. I'm trying to feel him out separate from you. I don't feel he wants to let you go at all. I do believe he wants some kind of new start with you. He doesn't want to lose you. He really doesn't. But there's something here. 5 of Swords. There's something. Is something changing or has to change? But for some reason, it's like a taboo thing. I don't know what. A conflict. He does want reconciliation, temperance. But there's something here. It's like a secret that has to come out or will come out. He might be getting advice on what to do. It's like he caused some kind of ruckus, some kind of trouble maybe, that caused a split up. I feel like he does miss you. I don't know if he's got a bad temper. I don't know if he fusses a lot. He's going to see things differently, though. There's something also they're showing me that he's got to give up the truth. He's got to give up some kind of information. It's some kind of truth here. Could be about a third party involvement. asked what he feels about you, what his next actions are. So it looks to me he wants to work on something solid and stable, but there's a deception here that has to be handled. There's a deception that he has to reveal, have some type of accountability for. Does he want something long-term with you? He wants a new beginning for sure. He wants it to be stable, but there's a big but. There's a big but. He fusses a lot. He left you for a karmic twin. We were never in person together, different states. Okay. Well, this could mean a new beginning, a new home, Ace of Pentacles. It could be what that means. So this person is attracted to you. They want to take action and speak to you. They do. They do. And you see, this is about the four corners of a home. This is about a celebration, coming together, being a couple. I feel like he still has that in his mind, but there's secrets about him. Things that have to come out. Like he would have to confess the truth about all his little shenanigans. Okay. To me, you're saying he left you for a karmic twin. I feel he was full of, he was just out there doing his thing and feeding a bunch of bullshit to people, especially if you're long distance. That's the best way to decipher that, especially if you're long distance. He has a lot of respect for you, believe it or not. It's like it's like a person who sees someone in high regard and they're going to tell him everything they want to tell him because they live in this fantasy land that I'm not going to get caught, that kind of thing. I'm not going to get caught. They'll never know. But somehow, some way, things catch up with the person and they have to distance. So you don't know everything. But at certain times, people get so wrapped up and caught up in their own crap. They don't have a choice but to come clean if they want anything to do with you after the fact. So I'm kind of thinking it's something like that. He would have to come clean about. And he would have to move. And to be honest with you, if he started a house fire, and not literally, but if he started some shit somewhere, he's probably going to want to move. And I would watch that, because if that's the case, I would watch how generous I would be with the whole where you going to live situation. Especially because I feel like he starts these little fires, you see. And sometimes I don't think he knows exactly how to get his ass out of it. I could be wrong, but let me pull on these because I just want to see. I want to see what the Lenormands say on it. All right. So the well, the clock, and the snake came out. I feel like it's sort of like an energy of over time, more things would come out. Yeah, this person is sexually attracted to you. They're very sexually attracted to you. But they're going to be a snake to, well, you got the snake and the fox came out again, but is still somebody just trying to get away with what they can. A lot of sexual attraction towards you from this person. Be careful, because you could get pregnant if you ever fouillon with this person. They're going to send you some kind of message about having sex, getting together, something sexual. This person is attracted to you. They're going to want to have some kind of new beginning, new start. But this person is all over the place. They are not organized, and you might see that obvious in the message. I'd leave it alone. I have the coffin here. I'd leave that shit alone. I feel like this person is all about what looks good. Lots of sexual energy here. This is about being very social, being out there in the world, being social. It's also a card of attraction, just like the lilies, sexual attraction. But with the mice and the death, this coffin, yeah, that behavior would have to end. But this person is in, like, no, this person is in between women. There's different women, and you don't know that. This person got a whole game running. Look at this. This person has a whole damn game running. Why are you sitting there waiting? Maybe the message is let that go. Let that die. You know, let it go. You're going to do what you want. Feel it out how you will. What's underneath? Travel. Loss. What is all up with this? I don't like that. Now, you know, I got to look. I feel there's a judgment call you're going to have to make. There's a tower coming if you deal with that person. There's a tower coming if you deal with that person. I feel like something's going on there. Something is going on with them. The moon again. I feel like you should move on. You do whatever you want. I'm getting a Four of Swords. I just don't like this. This is stuff. Everything that's coming out here is giving me the creeps. I don't like the references to coffin and death. I don't like this coffin. I don't like none of that. That's too much. You may hear about a death. Maybe that's why I'm picking that up. It's highly possible, because it does happen a lot. If not, I feel like they're saying let this die out and move on. You know, his aunt died recently. Maybe there's something there with that. Was he close to her? Hell, maybe she's trying to tell you to get the hell away from him. I don't know. But I keep seeing that. And I don't like to try to predict death or anything, but I have to say, I mean, it's pretty obvious. So he was close to her. Well, maybe that's something that's on his mind a lot. Maybe that's something that's really affecting him right now. Oh, you don't think so? Well, I don't know. You may hear of somebody else. He had a dream. What was his dream? I don't even know how to say that name that came up. He Krishna? Happy Krishna? Hi, he dealt with a lot of death. Okay. That energy could be attached to him, Janet. I don't know the person's life, you know. You think you were his person? No, I don't take questions during the live streams. But if you want to participate in my next Q&A, please keep an eye out on my post here on YouTube, the page where I post. You see the post tab. And you can also join my email list. If you go to my website, shadowbayou.com, and get on my email list, you'll know when I have the next live stream Q&A, and you can participate. All right. Yes, he's a good person. Well, maybe I'm wrong, Janet. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's a lot you don't know about him. Not saying he's a bad person, but there's a lot you don't know about him. And there's a lot that he's made up. Just be aware of that. Okay, he does attention-seeking stuff. That's not good. You met via 7-Eleven. Not much I didn't know. I get it. Just, you got to be careful with stuff. When people are long distance like that, they could be anybody they want you to believe they are. And if they're used to doing that, you know, numbers. I mean, it's curious. It's interesting. You have synchronicities. I've had that too with people. And they ended up being a harsh lesson to learn from. And then the synchronicities left. When the synchronicities do show up again, I do everything. Well, not everything. I could do more. But I do what I can to push that energy away. You don't have to be me. You don't have to do what no. You got to know what works for you, what you are willing to tolerate, what you are willing to deal with and tolerate. That's going to be up to you. You know? It's what you feel it is, Janet. I can't determine that. All I can tell you is what came out. But there's more to the story. There's more to this person than you know, is what I believe. Now, you don't ever have to believe me, but I feel you'll find out. If you get more involved with him, you'll find out. And maybe that's okay, because y'all are not together, you know what I mean? So that's what I've got. Janet, I thank you so much for purchasing with me. Hopefully, I'd be curious. I feel like I know all, but you don't. And that's something I want you to remember, that you really don't. You know? Thank you. And I want to thank everybody here tonight. I do appreciate you guys. I love y'all. I am going to put you guys' readings in the comment section. I'm going to put the timestamps. And I'm going to take me a very short pause for a word of the cause, if you know what I mean. Little girl's room, the whole nine. Get me a little wee snack, just a little snack. And I'll be back for an all signs for y'all. And there we go. We're going to wrap it up. All right. Have a great one. And thank y'all again. Bye.